Hey everyone, it's Kai, and didn't do a Monday video yet, so doing it in the airport while waiting for the plane. Today is only pretty much the Perth and I think Gunma regionals that happened over the weekend. So we'll just look at that. And unfortunately, since I'm doing it at the airport, there's going to be a lot of. Hopefully, there's not too much background noise, but luckily edits can cover it. One thing just to note that for a lot of these lists, because Melbourne is coming up in basically 3-4 days, it's going to be, I think a lot of lists will be hidden because there is a very bigger regional coming up. So that's just how it is. So yeah, let's kind of take a look at what happened at Perth. Basically, let's start off with standard. We had 2 Gravidias, 2 Yos, 1 Flagberg, Ava, Orfist, and Hexa Orb making it. And we do have one of the lists here. This one is the Hexa Orb list. I actually lost to this list in Swiss. When you top 3 check an OT and a crit, and then hit a heal, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But yeah, this did make top 8, so congratulations to you. It's Jeremy. So yeah, Hexa Orb actually showing up. And then what actually came off in the top 4 was first place was Mark 1 with an Ava list. And second was Tham Pham with a Gravidia. Then third was Derick Dow with the Yo deck. And then fourth was Kevin Tran with the Flagberg. So I think they're all going to go to a BCS Melbourne pretty much, yeah, very, very soon. So I guess look out for more lists in the future. Maybe there'll be more revealed. And then in the V Premium side, we have 3 Gear Chronicle, 3 Gear Great Nature, 1 Shadow Paladin, and 1 Oracle Think Tank. So that's kind of a bit expected yet quite unique, right? Because no one expected Great Nature to do very well. And as you can see, one of these Great Natures aren't the good old Leopold list that we're used to. And if we want to look at that Polaris list that did top, and I had to face this in top 8 and the end of Swiss as well. Played a lot of games, and it was actually quite interesting. Actually, probably was the hardest game in my top 8, but eventually was able to get the win from it. So very, very cool. And then what actually top forward was Mark 1 again with the Steam Maiden. Then we had Justin Mountain second with another Steam Maiden. Then I was able to come third with Luard, and then fourth was Derick Dow with the Steam Maiden. I was able to smash Derick, right? Very, very easy. Trust me, but we'll see him very soon. And then in the premium side, we had 3 Narukamis make it into top 8. Then we had 1 Gear Chronicle, Bermuda Triangle, Aquaforce, Grand Blue, and Link Joker. And then here, you can take a look at one of the deleter lists. This was piloted by Tham Pham. Unfortunately, I think he got knocked out in top 8. But yeah, this is just more of a pure deleter list. We saw a lot more different deleter builds before, but this one's just gone full pure. And then finally winning, we have Toby Jones here with first place Eradicator list. And second was Kelvin, with the Night Rose. Then me in third with Thavis, and then fourth was Jason Trong with Vanquisher. And luckily I was able to stop the Mark sweep in top 8 with a nice 6 damage OT. So great mechanic. Then lastly, we do have the Japanese side. We had the Gunma Regional Cup. So here we have some very unique decks, of course. Basically, every deck runs Ebisu, Chronojet, or Youthberg, something of that, and then something to kind of sneak into the top diversity cut. So you can see here, in the first place, they ran a Hazley instead. Then second was Pure Matter. Third, we had a Gravidia. Fourth, we had a Lutetia. And then in 5th, we had basically an Overlord. And then in 6th, someone took a Bastion. And you might look at this group. This is a Trans Rotor. You're going to see why they're running this weird janky card. In 7th, we have that promo from D-Days with Ebisu and Orphis. So the Orphis is actually legit. And in 8th, we have a Flagberg as the unique deck. But now we're going to look at these seemingly unique lists. And you're going to see that, look, this is the Trans Rotor list. It is basically Chronojet, except you run the dodgy Grade 3 as the ride line. So you get in because of diversity cut. That's pretty much it, because Chronojet, you don't care if you have it in the ride line sometimes. Just draw it, right? Just draw it and ride, and that's just how it is. It's also searchable, if I recall correctly. So very, very nice. Very, very cool. And then here is that other list, the D-Days promo list, which is just another Chronojet list as well. And lastly, this is actually the legit list, so the Orphis list. This is actually playable as well in English, so look out for that. I know Orphis has been doing okay. People have been testing quite a bit, so yeah, maybe it's something you can give it a go. But apart from that, that was a very, very quick rundown of what happened over the weekend. Unfortunately, again, not that many lists on our side. We can talk about actually who won the tournament. Actually, for Japan side, it was this third place team with the Gravidia list. And then second place was actually the Gamers Dogma team. So it was just the Jet and the Ebisu and the Orfist. So yeah, that's how it is. I expect going forward in Japan, a lot of people are going to be running these dodgy grade 3s to kind of sneak in because of Diversity Cup, because quite honestly, running this in Chronojet doesn't do any problems at all, right? It might even be better because you can't even do anything when you first ride your Chronojet. So you might as well ride something that helps with the game. But yeah, apart from that, that is basically the list. Look out this week for the BCS Melbourne list. It's going to be a big regionals. Perth is a small regionals. But yeah, that is where a lot of the players will probably be bringing their A game. All right. So apart from that, that is all for me this time. And I'll see you guys all next time. All right. Bye.